personal ROI is $3.2 million. The culture gains $81 billion. Year 5, the personal ROI is $19.4 million. The culture's return is $486 billion. And then year 6, $116 million. The culture's return is $2.9 trillion.
Big black key.
Now, this was a very huge milestone because honestly, and it's like on this day that I literally came up with this formula, it was more so a very, very specific milestone that day that myself personally I had reached over the span of my time as an investor over 17 years. But then it also, like, as soon as I was excited, the novelty factor kicked in. And then I said, well, what good is it if I've reached this milestone and yet the people and whom which that I hope to set free aren't there? And then thus I said, how is it possible that I can get the culture to have a 1 million percentage return? With over a 6-year span, look at what we just produced as it pertains to a return. That's a $4.6 million return. That's a 4.6 million percentage return from the start of just looking all the way back to year 1, a 500% return.
What's popping? What's popping? What's popping?
Yeah, what up? What up?
I thought the damn thing was on. Cause I had hold on.
So the 6 represents.
I put it on, but I thought the damn thing was on. But then I seen it was nobody. It hadn't started yet, and I was like, "What the fuck is that about?"
Stop lying.
And I keep moaning with her.
Stop lying.
That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Stop lying.
Percentage over time.
One thing I ain't gonna do is lie. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm a lie. I lie. I won't lie about that.
Stop. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Key.
What up? What up?
Interrupting my D'Angelo moment since I missed it last night.
Miss what?
D'Angelo.
Oh, where was he at?
On
On the corner
Versus.
smoking crack?
You stupid.
That nigga's a crackhead.
He is not.
Well, guess the fuck he is.
Yo,
Well, you know
Not
what?
no more.
You're right. He is not, because that nigga's a fat boy now.
yeah, right.
He is not. He lost some of that weight.
Hey, Keith, he chunky but funky.
He still got that satiny, smooth voice, though.
Yo,
He
So-
chunky but funky.
so Mona, he don't have that 6-pack no more.
That nigga got a keg right
It's
now.
a 24. It's a 24. But he getting there. Leave him alone. Everybody got issues. He just wasn't.
My
But
man
you
used
know
to
what?
be his manager. My
You
man
know what?
Dominique.
D'Angelo was never that dude. D'Angelo was never that dude. He has because he's always been a chunky boy when he was little, when he was in high school. He the limelight wasn't for him. He got caught up. And
Oh,
Angie Stone didn't help.
It's called Erica Badu.
Well, Angie stoned him.
Yeah, she stoned him. So and Erica Badu him. She do everybody else. you gotta be strong mentally to be like, yo, I
Oh,
ain't
he's
that
talking
funny.
to somebody else. Wait, I don't even remember him talking to Erica.
Yeah, she's from her too.
Lord have mercy.
I'm
I
checking
don't
out.
even remember that. That one got away from me.
Checking out this come up series. They was talking about year 6, what that $2,500 could do for you.
Yeah, that's like that wasn't the one that wasn't Thursday. That was Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, so I got the joint up right there.
Yeah. I want to know, okay, so 6, what did he say that was? 6 is,
6 is 108.
no, but he got 6 in each one of those columns.
Oh yeah.
And I
The
forgot what
return.
he said that was for. Shit. He do say it in there.
Yeah.
25,000 people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just think about it.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and that's what I was saying. I was like, here I am with all this damn money in the market. More than some damn $2,500 damn dollars.
Right.
And I can't even catch a, I'm down for the month of February about $2,400.
Yeah, but for February, that's about $3,000.
And February was good until the last freaking week.
Yeah. I
Just
was
took all of them gains out.
I was up 4,500 for January. Yep.
My January was decent, but you know, that's why I'm glad I'm tracking this.
Yeah.
Because I can now try to next year this time, if I don't take everything out, I'm gonna make sure it's all past this time. You know what I mean? And then make sure I got money on the side.
Right.
Jump in when it dips again.
Yeah.
Trying to.
That's that. Well, see, now that I start my new gig on Monday, so I'll have paper to set aside for that and everything.
What
so
new gig?
I got let go. You ain't see me put I got let go from my old job on Thursday, but I was gonna quit anyway because I interviewed for another Audi store in Mount Vernon. So I start on that on Monday. So that instantly doubles
Wait a minute.
I got let go 20 minutes later. I got the new job.
What?
Yeah. Making more than double what I was making where I was at just now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I was like,
I missed that memo. What?
They work out for what they work out on their time, man. You know, I said, yeah. I was like,
you posted this at? Because I ain't seen none of this.
I thought I put it on there, and then but I had an interview Friday too with a traveling manager's job. So I got my final interview with the owner on Wednesday. So that won't pay as much, but that'll transfer me to Florida because they'll give me some stores in Florida. So that's why I'm up in the air taking this job. I was like, yo, take that bird in the hand instead of two in the bush. So, you know, so that's going to pay me.
What was their reasoning for letting you go? Because you was in there doing the stock market?
Well, nah, it was slow. That's how I was able to do it. It was no business coming. You had 10 people coming in a day, 12, go back at Audi, going back over there, you get 30, 40 cars a day. Sometimes 50, 60, that's going where you make the money. Not to mention they pay me $2,000 a week instead of paying me $1,000 a week, like the other spot, plus my commission check. So, that's liable to be another $4 or $5 at the end of the month anyway.
So you in Jersey right now?
Yeah. I live right across the
you
bridge.
got to travel to Mount Vernon every day now?
Yeah, it's 19 miles, but my wife go to the Bronx every day. So,
where you at in Jersey? You must be way up. Not way up, but you where? Exit 15, 14, where you at?
I'm the last. You got to get off. You pass the stadium going miles.
Okay.
You go over to Teaneck.
Okay.
Then you going back. Then you're going back to the GW Bridge. I'm right over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because if I get off on 13 and I start heading towards the Lincoln Tunnel or whatever, what's that, like 18, something like that? I can't even.
I believe that's. No, isn't that shit? I'll never pay attention to that because I just drive right by.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even.
Isn't that 13?
No.
13 is Verrazano.
Yeah, that's Elizabeth. That's me. Yeah. That's me. 13 and 13A.
Yeah, because that's how I used to get off to go to Brooklyn when I go see my mom. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. So I start the new job on Monday. They let me go. I said that's okay. I said it ain't no problem because I knew I already had the 2 interviews anyway, and they called me 20 minutes later. I said, my wife's like, "Yo, you fucking get fired for a job, and then boom, you get laid off from a job, and then boom, you start one 20 minutes later."
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. Well, you know what? I didn't put it in there because I remember we saw my Corgi passing away, so I didn't put it in there. Yeah.
I'm like, I missed this memo. What?
Yeah. So
So you left what? Where were you just at on Friday? Was that Ben's?
Thursday? Nah, GM store. I was just
okay.
there because I was waiting for a better store to call me back. Benz or Audi, and they did.
Okay.
So yeah, that was just stop off spot. Where'd he go?
I'm right here. Wait, hey, have you spoke to Gary?
Not today.
Okay, I gotta hold on, my computer about to go dead. And Sean,
Is he all right? Because he hasn't been on here. He wasn't here last week.
yeah, he was his
No,
pops.
he was here Thursday. It was
He been dealing with his pops, so he been kind of low, trying to get that situation together.
And how is Wayne doing?
I meant to call him yesterday. Wayne is he got COVID, and
Right.
one of our partners had died.
Right.
Died for. Hey, no, I'm gonna hit you back, yo. All right. AllStarDayParties.com.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He party mode right now.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. I was trying to do this Bobby Smurder day party. This fucking bastard Alex then snatched him up, and he can't do no party. So Alex got Bobby Smurder and Meek Mill Saturday night. I said, this motherfucker.
Where? Compound?
At the Dome. He got this new shit. It's a tent. That Dome shit. And it's crazy because he could do videos on the ceiling. Shit is crazy.
Word. That's what's up.
So yeah, he got him where he can't do nothing else. I said, this motherfucker.
He got him locked in. Can't perform nowhere else.
Can't do nothing else. I said, I ain't mad at him. I mean, he doing what I would have did.
Right.
I mean, I can't be mad. He did a me on me. You know what I'm saying? He did a me on me. So I can't be mad. But we can go ahead and top it up. You know how we do. They'll pop in when they pop in. This week was a motherfucker, yo.
Yeah, it's a head splitter for real.
It was something. It was one for the records.
Yeah. I like to have a week like that on the other side of it. I like to have one of those for like a whole week.
I was so me and Keith was talking yesterday, Mona, and I got my friend Crystal on here too. She's just not she's listening on here.
Hey everybody.
What's up, Crystal?
Hello.
How you doing? I'm at work, so I'll be kind of in and out. I'm trying to, do what I can, when I can, how I can.
All right, there you go.
And Crystal is she's one of the mentees with the Come Up Cousins with the mentor thing that I'm doing. So she's
He's a great mentor.
She's a little more seasoned than the other ones. And she's just trying to expound. So, I said, like I told them, I said, it's good to find a community, a group that you could chop it up with, because it just helps you along with your trading. It keeps you on top of things. And also you use it as a resource, because we always talk about different companies that we find with, on our own research trial journey that we bring and whatnot. So, it's always good money. What you doing? What's
this is good. Is everybody in Georgia or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Okay.
We had homework, didn't we?
Yes, you did have homework. And I'm about to call, but I'm not gonna put you on the spot, Mona.
You can. I picked something.
No, but you had to come with some info on it.
Okay, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Well, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna wait till everybody was on.
Yeah, let's wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit to make sure everybody comes.
Right.
Why you ain't remind me, Key?
Hey, I was busy getting a new gig. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's your fault, Keith, that she ain't got her company.
You know what I mean.
Right. That's
always,
right.
Always.
Well, the way we be chopping up, one person might take up the whole session. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, we
I'll
can
wait
do that.
to see if Kim and Derek and the rest of everybody else is going to hop on or not. But we'll just have our regular conversation, what we do anyway.
And where the hell is Spellman, Mr. Jump in the Market, penny pinchers?
Yeah, he's
penny man,
penny stock king over here. He just I'd be like, yo, dog, what are you doing? What are you doing? He talking about he asking me questions like he got thousands in a position. And I said, well, how much you made? Oh, I made $40. $40, man, get off my phone, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this motherfucker. So he might not, like I said, you know, Brian was Shy, what up?
What's up, man?
His thing is disconnected. He look like he just woke up.
He sure do.
He said he driving. He was already on. He said.
What you took a nap?
No, I did. No, I did.
You said you was driving. Said
nah, I supposed to be leaving out. Then Kenny sent this message. I was like, let me chime in for a minute, man. I was knocked out though.
Fulio said he getting on in 30 minutes. He's fixing the gutter at the house.
That nigga ain't fixing
the
no
Mona.
Gutter.
All freshed out. I see you. I see you. Mona looked like her stock just went up Friday before the closing.
Hey, everybody talking about that hit. We done, you know, everybody done felt it in one way or another.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't even want to talk about my downward position.
Crazy.
It might. I think I might be at 160.
Woo. You was like 100 when I talked to you.
Yeah, it was 100. I think I might be down like 160.
That punch.
Yeah, Friday pulled back a little, but then it was still negative.
Yeah.
Thursday was like another dagger.
Thursday put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Thursday was like a
Thursday
dagger.
was a beast.
Thursday was like 47 for me.
Like Jason coming after you.
Yeah, it went down like I was like 47. I said, this is some bullshit right here.
Yeah, man.
But luckily, like I say, so what I was saying, so me and Keith was talking, and we was talking about I was gonna see if y'all wanted to look at some short positions, because what's going on with the market right now is a lot of uncertainty. And like I told you before, the market does not like uncertainty. Uncertainty basically is when you have negative days. You have those red days, what we call those sale days. And the uncertainty is this US Treasury bond, right? This 10-year Treasury bond, like I showed you before, where, and I'm gonna pull a chart up. I got my screens and shit going over here. Let me show y'all the Treasury thing. Bing, right here.
I'm trying to understand. I can't make the correlation between the two. Like, I need help.
Between the two or what?
Why? Okay, so
I'm about to tell you why.
Okay.
So your Treasury, your 10-year Treasury bill is the rate at which companies borrow money, right? So whenever they borrow money, and like with anything, if the interest rate is high, that means you got to pay back that much more money. That is uncertainty that eats into a company's profits and sales. So in the market reads that as negative information. So if interest rates rise, the market goes down. You got that part?
Got it.
So that's like if the interest rate on your mortgage goes up, you pay more per month. So now if you had it built in where you needed that extra $10, that extra $50 to get your hair done, you can't get your hair done now.
So who raised these markets? Because I thought old boy came on and said he wasn't raising the rates. Like, is that the same?
He didn't raise the interest rates. These are bond rates.
Okay, so bond rates are what the businesses use to borrow money?
Yes. You got your 10-year and you got your 30-year. But the 10-year Treasury bond is what they're basing this off of. So if you look at this chart, right, the 10-year Treasury, we're at 1.4 right now. Now we went as high as 1.57, and that was like Wednesday and Thursday, when the market was really bad. It was down like 500 and something points, and the Dow and the NASDAQ was down like 400 points. We was at like 1.57 on the US Treasury, right? So Friday, because Friday was like a green day or whatever, the market, then the NASDAQ was up 200. The Treasury was going down, right? It got down as low as 1.38, I think it was, and then it kind of came back up to where it stopped at 1.40. That's where it closed at. But the market was going down, and as the Treasury was going down, the market was going up. Even though the Dow, I think the Dow finished negative, but excuse me, but the overall market. Let me see something. Let me see what the Dow finished. I could pull it up on this thing right here. Which now let me ask you a question. Do y'all see the? Do y'all see the
U.S. 10-year Treasury chart?
Okay, because I got you. It's on 3 screens, but I got the view of y'all in this other screen, and this is over on this other screen. I'm saying like, where they at?
We see the U.S. 10-year Treasury stock.
Right. So the Dow was negative 469 when the U.S. Treasury was going down. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So, but the NASDAQ, which was the comp, let me pull up the comp, COMP.
Wait a minute, pause. So let me go back. So businesses borrowing money.
Right.
The more money that the businesses borrow, the higher the rate go. Wait. Don't answer that yet.
I'll be back. I gotta help one of my homeboys out of town. I gotta help with something at his house real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mar.
So when the interest rates were lower, when the bond rates were lower, businesses were borrowing more money.
Yeah, well, let's just say you borrowing 50,000, but you was borrowing 50,000 at a 0.9% interest rate. But now, if you borrow 50,000, you be paying a 1.4% interest rate.
Okay, so then it goes back.
You got to pay back more money because it's at a higher interest rate than what it was when it was at 1.9.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so again, I think I'm asking. So what is making it go up? The Feds is making the rate go up, or more that the company borrow?
You got a couple of things that make the rates move, right? Which is quantitative easing, which is what they call monetization, and then you have what they consider to be a weak or strong economy, right? So a strong economy is going to prompt the stock market to rally, or companies to start posting good earnings when the market is strong. A weak economy is when earnings, you're missing earnings, or your guidance is not being positive, right? So we see in companies post good earnings, but their guidance doesn't match their earnings, right?
Best Buy is a perfect example.
Exactly right. So now when it's labeled as a weak economy, so people take their cash positions, they don't buy stocks, they buy bonds because bonds are a safer bet, right?
And because more people are buying bonds, that's causing the rate to go up.
Well, typically, when the bonds rally, the yield goes down. That's what's supposed to happen.
That's so unusual. Why?
So because when there's a weak economy, right, and there's no money really, the stocks are not performing how they're supposed to perform. That they take that money, they buy bonds. They start buying treasury bonds. Your mother bought you some 30-year treasury bonds, and when they mature, you go take them to the bank, cash them in, they get your money back. Blah blah blah. People go into bonds as a safer bet against falling stock prices, right? So when people do that sparks your bond rally. So in your bond rally, your 10-year treasury yield is supposed to go down because the economy is weak. That's what's supposed to happen. But now what's going on is your 10-year treasury yield, because people are coming out of stocks and going into bonds, but your yield is not going down. The yield is going up, which is putting more pressure on an already weak economy, which is pushing the market down even further. And that's what's fucking us up.
Okay, so but you said, in my opinion, the month of February. So is this the month of February? I guess maybe it's more stocks that we're in. They were going up, but you're saying they're going down. Going down what in like this last week?
Yeah,
So that's why they ran to bonds.
For the past 2 weeks, we done had downward pressure in the market. Even though I've been saying this for what 2-3 months, mid-February we're going to go through this correction. This is the reasoning for the correction, right? They'll make whatever, attach whatever event to why the market's going, why it's supposed to go down. Because typically, the way the market is moving, the yield shouldn't be this high, right? The yield, if people are moving into bonds, right? The 10-year treasury yield should be going down. It shouldn't be at 1.5, 1.56. It shouldn't be at 1.4.
Right.
Because if you're putting money on, that means you're charging companies that are quote unquote considered weak and are hurting, you're charging them more money to borrow money. What sense does that make? It don't make sense. So there lies your uncertainty in the market. Your uncertainty is like, well, the market's like, hold on. What's going on? Like, hold on, y'all tripping. Now we going down today. You know what I'm saying? And then get sellers to start selling their positions. Because they had already been saying, and you've heard it on different news outlets, there's been this frothiness in the market because multiples and PE earning and price earnings were just too high, too inflated, especially in a lot of these tech companies. We done seen the run-ups. You know what I'm saying? We done benefited off of these run-ups. So.
And they came and took it all away on Thursday, Wednesday.
So yeah, they came and said, nah, man. They pulled the rug up from under us.
If you ain't take that money out, sorry, it's coming back with us.
Yeah. And you might not see that money again for 5 to 6 months. So
what you talking about, Willis?
So now this is the play. So now we have to make come to the conclusion, the strategy for the next 1, 3, and 5 months, right? Knowing where we at now, because if we look at the calendar, on the month-to-month calendar, we see this is the negative pressure I've been already talking about, right? So we can do 1 or 2 things. Well, you can do 3 things. You can sit still, ride the volatility out, wait for things to start shaking out, and look at the account go up and down every day, or look at it at the end of the day like Mona does. You know, you can sell, go into cash positions because like I told you, cash is a position, right? Not doing nothing is a position. Sometimes you just got to sit your ass still and wait for shit to shake out, or start shorting the market. Knowing where we at in the cycle, the seasonality of the cycle, knowing where we at in that month-to-month calendar, seeing what's going on in the past, what's been happening in the past 2 weeks, looking at this yield curve, not knowing the uncertainty of it, we could short the market. And depending on where you're at mentally, you could, whatever fits what you trying to do. I know, Mo, you trying to motherfucking go high somewhere. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be looking for some of these short positions. I'm gonna be looking for whatever's got some downward pressure on it. It doesn't look like it's going to turn within the next week. And these are quick short-term wins. Boom, boom, boom. Stick and move. We're not looking. These are not no long. This is not part of our long-term gain strategy. This is on some old. I'm gonna hit them and run. But if you don't have no cash, because don't play with cash that you can't lose. I'd rather you sit still and just watch what happens. Understand why it's happening, because like I always tell y'all, when the market goes down, understand why it went down, so that you know in your mind, okay, it went down because A, B, C, and D. It went down because the Fed chair smacked the Secretary of State. Whatever happened, understand why it went down so that we know, okay, if I see this story again, or I see this setup again, I know what's going to happen because the market has memory. Same shit you see, it happens somewhere else. It'd be different names, same scenario. So those are our options, you know. And even on the short side, like I was just talking to, we was just talking with the mentees just now, and
The ones you stood us up for? Oh, okay.
I don't never stand you up for.
The one that you went over your time. Okay, go ahead. Carry on.
Yes, mother. I thought my mother was in the Bronx, New York, not in Virginia. They was talking about a position he bought, which was in Apple, and I was like, damn, that might be, looking at the setup, there could be possibly more downward pressure in Apple. And I know we all own Apple. I don't know if you own it, Mona. You own Apple? You got Apple? So there may be some downward pressure in that. And like I said, we could look at different plays, look at different stocks to see who may be a candidate. What we really could do. We can go into that scanner, right? And then I can set it up to only show me puts that have, let me see. Let's put in some parameters. Let's see what pops up. Let me put in, we're gonna look at stuff that got 1 to maybe 30 days, right? And let's see what other filters we can add in here. In the option, let's put what they got in here. Do we want to look at volume? Do we want? No, we got volume. We got volume already. We got open interest. We got return on cap. No, we got in the money, out the money. I don't care about that. Net change. Let's look at a net change. Nah, that won't be a good one.
You want to look at that open interest too, don't you?
I got an open interest. I got 100,000 on an open interest.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it at the top.
You know what? I'm gonna just see what this one, with these pop up. Because even if I look at the market watch, and I look at, it could be positions that we're already looking at. You know what I'm saying? So if I go into, give me a sector, Mona. What's a sector that's been killed? The semiconductors, right?
Technology.
But that's what I'm gonna look into the semis. 5G stock semis. Okay, boom. Let's see. We'll pull up the scanner and see what it looks up. What it's talking about. Who has lost the most? Because whoever's losing, they might continue to be losing.
Tesla. Art.
Nvidia.
Now look at that. I got Nvidia. So Nvidia went down -8% for the week. It went down, and it's up 3% for the month, right?
What's AI?
I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's go to the chart.
This your watch list? Why you don't know what's on your watch list?
I got about 500 stocks on my watch list.
And that's why you should cut that down.
That's what I've been doing. What are you talking about?
I've been Jolene on you. You got too much going on.
I've been cutting down my watch list. Calm down. Oh, that's C3. Okay, yeah. I've been watching that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's a SPAC. I don't even have a year's worth of data on here. You know what I'm saying? They just started a 50-day moving average. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a good play though, because look at that, it's below the 50-day. You know how I feel about that. And it's at 112. You see, I had an alert on here for $90. So is it optionable? Listen. Bing, bing, bing. Now, the thing about this is they don't do weekly, so I would have to look at this March 19th. But let me go back to the market watch. Let me see what else is up here. The AI was up here. They done lost 20% in a month down there. 16% was this week. So they taking a dip. SE, there go your SE.
Yep.
EA Sports, Nvidia is down 8% this week. TSM was down 7.5%. Activision down 7%. Skyworks, that's one of my companies I've been looking at. Qualcomm, I'm getting beat the fuck down, and Qualcomm was down almost 6%. Look at that. Negative 14% for the month.
So that should have.
But Qualcomm is one of those companies that it's going to turn around. It is one of the leaders in 5G, like Verizon. They're going to come back strong. So I'm just playing the long game with that one. CCI, that's not CCI is
that ain't down that much. I mean, it's down overall 4.3.
Yeah, for the month. So some of these are not. These are like for the week. That first column is the week. That second column is the month.
What's that? What's that? DN? For the month, it was 14.89, but it didn't. It just was what, 4? Yeah, that one.
That's on semiconductors.
On. Damn.
Yeah. That was
glasses on.
I got them in my eyes. Obviously, I need a stronger vision. I need my reading glasses on.
You might need to update those joints.
It's little on my screen. I just blew it up. Okay.
And then so yeah, I think some of these, I don't know. It's hard to say what this week is gonna come on a Sunday. We want to see what the momentum is in the beginning.
What's WDC?
WDC.
They took a beating, 34% over the month.
That's positive.
What? Oh, okay.
They went negative 2.73 for the day. I mean, for
they
the week.
did good against all the other. What the hell is WDC?
Let me
if
look.
They did positive when everything else was pretty much negative. What is that?
Western Digital Corp.
Hmm.
So let's look it up. I forgot. I don't be knowing what's in my own watch list. Damn shame.
You got too much.
Let me see. Let's see something. Let's go to Western Digital. It's the reason I put them on here. Let's see what they do.
I'm on this call right now. But
let me see what sector they in.
All right, babe. Yeah,
all right, so hold on. Let me come up out of this. We're gonna go into the bar chart on it and break it down, see what's popping.
What's up with the subscription?
To Zach's?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody never tell me who was going to be down.
It was me, Keith, and
I said the thing say, yo, put me down.
Me, Keith, Spellman, you. That's it so far.
Better ask Spellman again. He even lost his faith. Better ask him again. You sure you want to do this, bro?
Right. You sure you want to get down with this? Let me see.
I'm on bar chart right now.
Hey, it's a good rating on bar chart.
Yeah.
Let me see what they do. Western Digital Corporation addresses ever-changing market needs by providing a full portfolio of compelling, high-quality storage solutions with customer-focused innovation, high efficiency, flexibility, and speed. Its products are marketed under the HGST, SanDisk, and WD brands to OEM distributors. So they're in. It's a semiconductor joint. Hold on. But you know what? It says SanDisk. SanDisk is in storage.
Storage, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dropbox. You know what I'm saying? So Western Digital, SanDisk Industrial, and SanDisk Automotive card storage solutions provide superior endurance and reliability for commercial surveillance, intensive industrial Internet of Things applications. So that's and connected automotive applications under extreme ambient temperatures. It also expands its data center, SSD, and hard disk drives portfolio with the introduction of next generation solutions. So you know what I'm curious of? I'm curious if any of their competitors is Dropbox, because I've been watching Dropbox and it's been trading flat. But this Western Digital, this shit did some numbers it did some numbers last week.
Last month.
Right. and it's at 100%. It's a strong buy on the analyst side. I wish we had the Zacks now. We could look it up in Zacks to see what the Zacks analysts say.
Does anybody have Fidelity?
Well, my wife has Fidelity.
It's a 4.4 buy on okay. Buy. We could look at the option. It went up 74 cents on Friday, but it's had a nice little run from. Let's look at the beginning of February. Beginning of February, we were at 2-1, 58.67. So it's been up 10 points in this month.
Yeah, whoa. You need your eyes checked because that clearly said 87.
What?
Yeah.
87. What are you looking at?
Go back. Because that shit said 87, 56.87 or something.
You need your eyes checked.
No.
No. What are you talking about? 87 is nowhere on this chart.
You did listen. I just saw it. You did, and I have my screen.
Not see an 87.
I swear, I go over.
Over where? Look at it. The highest, the highlighted point.
You are such a market manipulator.
Crystal, I know you're hearing this. You got us on mute, but this is what happens every day. Just so you know.
Yo, it says
don't worry.
68.53. Where the fuck?
That's not where it was. Go back over by that.
What you mean?
Go back over right there. Right there. 58.87.
58.80. What are you talking about? 58.87.
Cut it out, Kenny. Go over. Go to the left. There you go. Right there. 58.87. You said 67. Stop it.
68. I said it went up 10 points in a month.
Let it go. Because I ain't got time. Go.
I'm gonna FedEx you some Q-tips, yo.
Check your system. See, you got your stuff.
I'm gonna overnight you some
Q-tips. I was like, I'm looking at my house. I'm like, yo, what's beeping? I turned around like, what the hell's beeping?
Kenny. Look, he lie his nose, it start beeping, or his nose gonna start growing.
So, like I said, where's Western Digital? Hold on, let me look up the other chart. Let me look it up on IBD. Let's see what IBD talking about.
Sorry, Crystal. We argue. We go back and forth like brothers and sisters.
We all family on here. This
is
let me see. Let's see what Investors Business Daily talking about. I need to see how they rank. Okay, they got a good composite rating on Investors Business Daily. It's an 86. Let's see what the volume change. So they had a 4% volume change on Friday. So that means the volume might have been light, even though it went up. Which I'm not. It ain't but 4%, so that ain't really nothing. But they got a nice ass chart. I know that. Considering what we've been looking at. And it's number 4 it's ranked number 4 out of all of the semis in this group.
And is MU is Micron?
That's Micron. That's the number 1 joint. You want to look at that chart too?
What did they do last month? Because that's like
let's look it up.
That says something. I mean, with all that was going against the market, they still did well.
Let me pull up Yahoo Finance. I like the chart better or something like that, because then we could do a comparison. I say Yahoo Finance, not Yahoo.
Yeah, they know you shopping. Look, they know you really Keith. Really, Keith? You showing off.
Hey, Mona nosy as hell, yo.
I'm not. He did it.
Let me see.
We looking at him. He's moved the camera over there.
I ain't do nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see something.
How many days we got? I mean, how many months we got?
Yo, that jacket's kind of hot right there. What's that jacket?
See, there y'all get focused. Get focused.
Hey, you know how I do.
Get focused. We not shopping right now.
Hey, I lost too much. You won't hear me shopping for nothing.
Not right now.
Hey,
I gotta come back.
I ain't buying no drawers. I ain't buying shit. You won't see me buying nothing. I was like, if I knew I was gonna lose this much money, I could have went spent that shit.
For real.
Shit, God, Jesus. What was I looking up?
Look, see what I'm saying? Focus.
What was I looking up?
Micron and WDC.
Oh, Micron, MU. I want to look at the chart because I could do a comparison on WDC and Micron. Like this interactive chart break. It should be moving slow, man. Come on, goddamn internet.
By the way, y'all, I couldn't talk earlier, but I am so here for this. I had to keep my phone on mute at that time, though.
Oh, yeah.
We get to them. We try to have fun with it. We make it fun.
I love it. I'll be off next week
on
so
them
I can
days,
partake.
even on them days we be wanting to cry. We just gotta laugh.
Man, this whole week had me in my feelings. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, you are not by yourself.
Shit.
Okay, I'm back on mute.
All right. So look at this chart right here, y'all.
What's the top one?
The top
That's
one is
MU.
That's MU. Bottom was WDC.
The light sky blue one is WDC. Micron is the top one.
Dang, they even went up like.
I know. They did their thing. Hold on. Let's look at the last 5 days. Look at the last month. Put the monthly chart up. So in a month,
look, so MU was moving up, but WDC was coming down.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been on that day. It might have been coming down, but
so what? Look,
27 and 21% respectively for the month. Where we looking at some negative numbers. Give me another. Who did I put in this group? Let me put AMD in this group.
Yeah,
I think we was talking.
Or TSM.
I think I'm gonna TSM AMD in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna get and cop that.
Because I got both of them and they both pissing me the fuck off.
That means it's time for me to buy it.
That
means it's time for me to buy it.
Yeah, look at this shit.
AMD.
Purple is AMD and the pink is TSM.
But look at how their charts, all of their charts, like were going up. Like, look at that. Okay,
right. You talking about right here?
24th or the 24th, right?
Where you at? Yeah, the 24th. Like they were all going up.
Yeah.
And then coming back down. Now it looks like AMD is going up. Come down a little bit, Kenny. I need to see what pink is. What's the pink one?
Right here.
Oh, that's TSM. TSM is going flat. Yeah. And then MU is starting to go up. And WDC was coming down. So I wonder if WDC is going to go back up like MU did. You see how they're similar?
If you look on this day, on what day was that? The 25th.
Both was down. Yeah. Everybody
was down.
Yeah.
And that was Thursday right here. This was Friday. Friday,
MU picked up.
Mm-hmm. And
so I wonder if
hold on. I'm like, how this chart get so damn big? Let me go back out because I seen it. The percentage had went up, and I'm trying to only go a month out. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Give me my month. There we go. But in a month, look at the percentage gains and losses. Fucking AMD is down -7%. TSM is at 3.5%, but fucking WDC and Micron is up 21 and 27%.
Now, why is that? What's the interpretation of that?
we got to look at see what's going on because maybe when they reported when was the last time they reported estimates earnings?
Earnings.
Let's go to the chart. Let's go to this chart. Hold on. Let me go to the what's the name chart, TD chart. I mean, yeah, Ameritrade chart.
Sink or swim.
So, what was we looking at? Micron. Let's
Mm-hmm.
look at Micron first. Since they was performing high. All right. Well, so that earnings was on January 7th, right? So 6% earnings, 78 cents actual. Guidance must have been good because it just started taking off. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it got a nice upward trending chart. Now this little week right here was the pullback, but then from there, it's up and away. And like I said, I've been looking at it, but sheesh, I should have put some alerts on here. So let's plot this. All right, let me pull it out some more. We're gonna plot this and put some alerts on here.
Are you okay? So I'm going in mine so I can plot mine too.
This was on December the 4th. I'm just gonna go right there because anything prior to that, I mean, I can go back some more. Let me get a bigger chart. Let me go on a 3-year chart. Let me change up and I might have to add a 3-year daily. Let me see something. I don't even want to go that far though. I do the 1 year daily. Where is it at? Quarterly, monthly. I don't have a 1 year daily. Oh, I'm in it.
Right.
I'm in it. But see, look at it. I was looking at it back then here when this motherfucker was at like 58. It then damn near doubled in price. I'm tripping.
Cause you're not focused, man.
Clearly, I'm not. This is some bullshit. I'm missing money. Clearly, I'm missing money. All right, so hold on. I must got more than one. I plotted this number before, so let's do this. Yeah, let's get rid of level 6. Oh no, hold on. Let me get. Okay, is that going? It's going anyway. So let me darken this up real quick. Remove. What's going on here? Remove drawing 6. All right. So let's do this. Let's make this darker so we can see it. Dot it up a little bit.
So the guy that passed him and Derek was real cool, like close.
That was his chapter brother.
Oh wow.
Derek pledged Brian. Brian came in with us, Keith.
Yeah. I know. I was on the football team for a minute.
Yeah. So McCorkle was like, that was my man.
Yeah.
Good dude, real good. I mean, just a good. He's just a good dude, man. Would do anything for you.
Was it COVID?
Yep.
Yeah. He had asthma too.
His asthma. And it was crazy because Kim texted me and she said, I heard Brian wasn't doing too good. I said, really? I said, let me text him because I talked to him. So I text him. I was like, yo, and this was Thursday. I texted him Thursday. Was like, yo, I heard you wasn't doing too good. I said, yo, you ain't gotta hit me back, but let me know that you're good or whatever. And if you are under the weather, I'm gonna pray for a speedy recovery. That's what I texted him Thursday. Friday morning, Dowdy texted me and told me he died.
Yeah, that quick.
I said, that is some bullshit. Right there.
Damn.
So this is what I'm gonna do because it's been moving up crazy. I'm gonna look at the plots that's on bar chart, and I'm gonna look at their numbers before to see what they have on the cheat sheet for Micron. Let's see something. So we can see what's cracking. And they got a high target of 140 for the stock, yo.
Really?
Yes. The first resistance is 93.57 and 95.61. 93.57, 95.60. So where's 93.67? 93.67.
That's a year and a day chart.
Yeah, I just zoomed in a little bit. Hold on. I need to find I need to look at the support, not the resistance, because their resistance is different than how I look at my resistance. 88.86. 88.86 and 86.19. 88, 88, 86.
68.65.
See now, I come my
89.18. 86.56.
What was the second one?
You say 86.69?
Hold on. The second support was 86.19.
86.19. Shit, I got it all fucked up.
86.19.
I done messed my chart up again.
86.19.
Go up.
Don't do this shit.
But I'm trying to plot it from the first support or resistance level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right here is a level, because that's where we see a pullback at, and that was the high was 87.25. So let me plot this real quick. Change that color, blue, 87.25. We'll make this dotted. Hold on, I need to put my numbers on there because my numbers ain't on there. Edit. So let's do
How do you remove this drawing?
Do you got it on there?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let me change the color on this one to white. I'm gonna add the price on the right.
Ooh.
What was this one? I might have to bring it down. The high was 84.16. So let me change that to 84.16. 84.16. Then we bring it down to and the high was 93.10.
Hold it back when you're done.
Yes, let's do the 93.10. We can kind of look at what we need to do for this. 93.10. High with 93.10. Price on the right.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say I've used all my available time at work, so I'm gonna have to log off. But nice to meet you, everybody. Thank you so much, Kenny. I will be back.
Yeah.
You
know, I got you.
every other weekend, so I'll be back with you guys.
Okay. All right.
Thank you
right.
so much. Have a good day, everybody.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
If we do, look at this right here, Mona. So I can't do too much in that. So let me do this. Let me just push it down. Okay. So Micron, sheesh. Nice little chart though. I mean, I just don't want to. And it went up $3.41 on Friday. And looking at it, I'm like, the entry would be on the next pullback But shit, it's already on. Let me look at the hourly. So let's go to the hourly chart. So see, it came back, it pulled back here, and then it bounced off of this line, that 87.25, and now it's pushing back up. So, and after hours, it's kind of flat. We don't know if it's going to be some downward pressure. Hopefully, it's going to be good because they approved that stimulus, right? Oops, hold on. Wrong. I did the wrong thing. I need to move this over. Activate drawing. I need to move this to 9345. It's right here. And I need to change this number to 9345. 9345. Yeah, it got a crazy move though. This right here is what scares me because it dipped up under even that's on the hourly chart. So let me see something on this daily chart. Where's that 50? Okay, see that that's what I want to see where that 50-day moving average was at. Now I can go back to this hourly. Yeah, Micron look good. I mean,
That's 200. The blue one down at the bottom.
well, this is on an hourly chart, so I don't look at it. To me, it doesn't mean nothing on the hourly chart. I look at the big chart for the direction. I don't really pay no attention to the 50-day or the blue day, which is the 200 on this 1 hour chart.
Mm-hmm.
Only time I really pay any mind to it is when it's on the
You frozen.
You see me? You hear me now?
Yeah. You frozen again. Is that Wendy's?
Yep. Chicken sandwich. Mm-hmm.
You frozen, dude.
Some cheese fries.
Is that your celebratory meal?
Oh yeah. Mrs. just came back in from doing her nails. And she had a house showing today. Final walkthrough. Closing tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm still frozen.
Yep.
I don't have your picture.
I see his picture. He's stuck. You moving your screen though. I just left for brunch. I was ready to take a nap, but I didn't do it.
You didn't take one?
Mm-mm.
Be nodding off. You'll be pulling the Cheyenne pretty soon.
That's still Micron? Yep.
Yeah. It's raining down there?
No. It's just a little cloudy. It's about 65 degrees though. It's raining up there?
Yeah, it's gonna rain. It was rain yesterday and then it came sunny and then it rained. Started raining about 12 o'clock. It's gonna get cold again tomorrow. It's like 50 right now, 52.
He's still not showing up on your screen. He's showing up on mine, but he's frozen. Look like he's trying to do something with the chart, but it's stuck too.
Yeah, nah, still not showing up.
Uh,
We lost our new person today.
She said she had to leave. She
Oh.
had used all her time, so she'll be back.
Oh, okay.
We be up here for hours. People just need to block out 3 hours.
For real. For real.
You making me hungry again. I
Um,
got some pasta salad. I'm getting ready. I had my brunch at 12 o'clock. What time is this? 4 o'clock.
it's time to eat again. What are you talking about?
I know, right? Let Kenny figure out his Teddy Riley moments. I'll be right back.
Teddy Riley. Oh, bitch ass motherfucker. Damn it. Knew that shit would happen. Fuck.
can y'all hear me? You can
Yeah,
hear me?
I hear you.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit.
I still can't see you, but
You keep saying my internet is unstable, but why is it unstable? I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit.
all right. I'll see you right now.
I'm trying to figure out.
But you also got the stuff upstairs, right? The computers and stuff upstairs and everything.
She's on a Zoom upstairs, but it shouldn't be affecting mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck was going on. I could see y'all,
Yeah.
and I can hear y'all, but y'all couldn't hear or see me.
Mm.
I saw you, but you were stuck.
So looking at that Micron was good. Looked like it might have been good money.
That may be a play.
Micron or that WDC. It's been on, like I said, it's in my scanner. I'm about to close some of these windows up.
That's what I just had to do. My bar chart and my damn, what's the name? My main desktop, my damn Thinkorswim was like, yo, you gotta shut something down.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm closing a bunch of windows. Cause I'm like, maybe I just got too much shit open.
Yeah. Bar chart actually just cut me off. I said, yep, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to shutting down a bunch of windows. I got a bunch of shit open. I got like fucking 15 tabs open.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I don't need all these motherfuckers open.
You can't even focus on that. You got 15 open.
Ain't you doing something?
Yep.
I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, yo, what the fuck? Hey, who? Maybe this shit start acting right now. What is this right here? I'm closing every tab I don't fucking need right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull this down. Let me pull this chart back out. White boy, what the fuck was that? I ain't get no white boy. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that? I was going trying to get to my chart. So when I was looking at this joint, I was just like, yo, that Micron, I want to put some alerts on here. Like a $92 joint.
Right.
You know, you put a $92 alert. I want to let's look at the options in this joint. Let's see how expensive. That's another thing. See how expensive these options are. This start with the January. They got a January joint. They do weeklies too, but that's good. Oh, these ain't bad though. These options is not bad. Well, they are bad, but that's because I'm a year out. Let me look at July. A July 135. Let's say a 120 is 365 with a 55-cent spread. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That 110 looks even better.
Yeah, that's what.
So I'm looking at the 110.
35.
A 15-point move will give me 100% return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad lick. This joint right here.
Right.
That's not a bad lick right there. 550. Sheesh.
550 what?
That would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Man. So it would have to go 62.
From 110.
Hey, a 40-point move will give you a 500% return, yo.
Mm-hmm.
A 48.5 move.
Right.
48.5 points to give you a 500% return. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all.
How has it been moving over the last 2 weeks?
Over the last 2 weeks, let's look at the timeline.
Right there. You right there. That's 1, 2. That's 2 weeks right there.
1 week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So let's say last Friday.
Took a dip, but you gotta understand last week was a bad week, so it took a dip then, right? Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday last week.
So where it closed at. So it's been up in the last 2 weeks. It's been up It's up 5 points because it's been kind of going sideways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For the last 2 weeks, you got your it be up, it be down, it be up, it be down. But
That's Micron. What about that WCD?
DC, let's look at WDC. Let's see what's going on with them. Once again, they trading sideways, but let me see some. Let me do the. Let me plot it up a little bit. Yeah, it ain't been doing much. I mean, when you look at the bigger chart, yeah, it looks like it looks good, but over the last, like you said, 2 weeks, it ain't really been doing a whole lot.
So that's why I'm a little fearful.
That's why I just put the alert on Micron. I'm about to do an alert on Western Digital. The high is 64.74. 64.74.
I'm eating a salad.
Good for you.
Why you on your salad shit? What's going on?
Every time I put some clothes on, they gotta be stretch clothes. That's what's going on.
T878.
Oh boy. Yo, I had to go back and try my suits on again because you know at that GM spot I was wearing jeans every day, sneakers and boots. I got to get back in my suit game, so I got to pull suits out, take the plastic off, and try the pants on.
No, good luck.
Thank you. All I need is, you know what tomorrow is, right? 28 months.
That okay. 28.
28 months. I'm just counting down my time. If I can make it through the 28 months, I'm Gucci.
So, let's see something.
Yeah, I got a friends and family with Audi.
Yeah, well, I start Monday. I gotta find.
But you don't even know yet. Okay. Right.
I was with Audi before. I got Yvette. She has an Audi, a Q8. I got her. That lease is up in 2 more years.
Your Q8s is dope.
Yeah, she want her Benz back. She want her GLE coupe back.
Yeah, she like that GL6, that GS43.
Yeah, she want that back.
She like that better than she like the Benz better than the Audi.
Yeah.
Too much technology in the Audi.
The Audi got a lot of technology, but the Benz, it just hollers when you hit the gas and that thing.
Yeah, that's that AMG nigga. You already know.
Yeah, so she like that better.
That 63S is the mean.
Yeah. So what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. You know, just came from shopping.
All right, that's what's up.
That motherfucker is a beast.
This was trending down, it looked like.
Well, you know, it's trading sideways because we in that pattern. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we look at the big picture on the chart, then you see the upward. You see the upward, but looking at this hourly chart over 20 days.
Going sideways.
It's going sideways. So
Right,
we would want if we was to get in. All right, so boom. Let's look at how many times it hit. One. It's on its second turn, so it's gonna probably be pulling back down. I don't have it breaking through the 7108 probably for another 3-4 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a possible opportunity for a play. Let's look at what the options is looking like. They don't look as good as the Micron options, but they also the spread is about the same,
Right.
40 to 50 cents.
Yeah.
Now, WDC is not as expensive as Micron either.
Yeah.
So if we look at the January 22 option, even if you do the 490 at the 105, nothing really looks attractive to me on this.
Right.
Like, it's not like I wouldn't rush to try to hop in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not this one?
I just don't, because when I look at the rate of return, now the rate of return is not bad, but there's just a big spread in the option. Like it's under $1. So like if I'm looking at this October joint, right? So look at the October 80. Well, yeah, let's look at the October 80. It's 825. The bid is 785. So you talking about 40 cents, right, between the two. In order for me to get 100% return, I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 785. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I gotta go 20 points to get 100% return. When in Micron, I had to go 15. You know what I'm saying? So another extra 5 points, and off the charts, they kind of move in tandem. So looking at that chart, let's go back to that chart. Let me come up out of here and go back to that chart. And which one was which? Hold on, let me see something.
Dark blue was what's the name?
WDC.
Yeah, MU.
The
dark
one is
Micron.
Yeah, and the light one is WDC.
Look at Micron. It's about to cross over or catch that WDC.
Right.
Yo, Kenny, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Playboy?
Hey, what up? Well, I got a quick question for you. I just wanted to ask you something about what do you think a good a long-term investment strategy would be like? Instead of like, this is a lot of stuff to learn, but like if I wanted to just put a certain amount every month into something, what would you say is a good way to go about it?
So we got there's two strategies that we go with on the long-term side, which is what they call the rolling fours or the roaring 20s. So the rolling fours is basically a company reports earnings. They basically give you a report card every 90 days, right? And that's what they call earnings. They report their earnings, what they did for the previous quarter, every 90 days. So that's 4 times a year. So you kind of get a report card on what they've done and where they're going. Now, if you just believe in a company, you could just do, and that will fall under what we call the rolling fours. Now, if you believe in a company and you figure, listen, I don't really care. I know the management is solid. I know they know how to run their business. They've been successful.
What about you?
You do your history, you do your due diligence on it, then you can do one we call the roaring 20s, which is company, right? And I can show you a chart where a $5,000 investment can turn into 15 million in 5.5 years, right?
Oh shit.
Basically, what you're doing is you're getting a 500% return every year off of your money. So if you put in 5,000, at the end of the 5th year, you'll have 15.6 million. Now, doing this and learning options, we see that a 500% return is very much so doable, right? It's not like it's something far-fetched that, picking 6 numbers on a lottery. Nah, you will get 500% before you hit that lotto.
That's true.
Facts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
500%.
saying?
I'll be up all the way. Crazy
Oh,
up.
this is what I'm trying. So when we're doing our research and looking at different companies, now mind you, the market is going through a correction right now. So now is the time to look at these strategies to get in position, right? You put the money in, you sit back and let it roll. Let it do what it's going to do. Now, I use the same strategy on the other one I just said, which was the rolling fours, because instead of the rolling fours basically tells you every quarter when they report, they send you that report card of what they did on their earnings, you buy another position. But instead, you could just take that same ideology and say, you know what, I'm just gonna get an understanding of the position I already have to make sure that I stay in that position and I don't pivot to something else. So if they're gonna keep telling me every 90 days what they're doing, if they meet the estimates or not, I'm cool with that. I don't have to keep buying positions. You know what I'm saying? So I like the rolling 20s. I mean the roaring 20s more so than I like the rolling fours. So either one, but because they're kind of like the same, but they're different because the objective is to spread your money over the year and pick 4 different points of entry, right? Where the roaring 20s is basically you just find something and you find your point of entry at that point in time or within a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, because you don't ever want to buy the top. You want to buy it as low as possible. And then you get into the market and then you just watch it do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've done that with a position and I got 2,500% return. Well, actually, it went as high as 2,750, 2,750% return.
Yep.
So I've already did that already. I did the first leg of that. You know what I'm saying? And the company that I would do that with is probably who I would recommend to you, one of the ARK funds, whether it be RK, ARKF, RQ, ARKW. Because of how they've been moving, the type of returns they do, I would suggest you get into one of those, or you could do an XLK. This is probably one of the best times to get into an XLK because the market is going through a correction. So a lot of stocks have came down. You look at your Teslas, your Squares, your Zillows, your Rokus that were like high flyers. Their stock prices have tumbled. You know what I'm saying? So they're going through a correction now. So if you believe that their business model for those companies will get back intact, then yeah, you can go back into a ARKF or one of ARK funds or find another ETF that they may be heavily weighted. And when I say heavily weighted, a big percentage of that ETF is made up of that company. So if a company has like about 9 to 12%, they consider that heavily weighted because you're talking about if you got 20, 25 stocks or even 40 stocks in this ETF and this one company makes up 10% of that, that's a lot. So as far as the strategy, I would look at doing whether it be the rolling fours or the roaring 20s. Now, if you want me to give you a specific ETF, because I wouldn't do it in one stock. You could, but you get more leverage by an ETF with a collage of stocks as opposed to one specific company, because that one company, you got to deal with the volatility of that one company. So the ups and downs that it go through, you know, but if you believe in their product, it don't matter the volatility, because if you believe it's going to go up, it's just going to go up. But with an ETF, you got other companies collectively, they work in tandem to move to that direction of an upward trend. So if one is not doing good, he ain't feeling good today, but the other 20, 30 are, it won't affect the stock, it won't affect the price as far as it coming down. So it just all depends on where you at with it, but we could definitely, expound on that. And put you, get you in the right direction. Because, like I said, a lot of us on here now are in ARC funds because of what she's done, right? That's like and 4 or 5 of the 7 funds that she managed have been in the top 10 in returns for the year. The other 2 were in the top 20. So clearly she know what she's doing, because all of her funds, her ETFs, are in the top 20 of performance. You know what I'm saying? I think the highest one was like maybe 180, 175, 175% for the year.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's in the stock. So if you was to do the option, that's easily a 1,500% return.
Word.
Easy. So that's why I say the options will help you accumulate wealth a lot faster than buying the stock. But the difference between the stock and the option is the option has an expiration, the stock doesn't. So if you bought the stock and you forgot about it, 20 years later, that stock is still there. The option wouldn't be. So you pick the expiration on the option, but you do have to do a little bit of monitoring. But it's not nothing crazy. You just gotta, know when your expiration is and get out before the expiration, or you roll it over to another position. So what I'm doing now is I got expirations that expire March 19th, right? I got an ARKW and I got an ARKK, right? They expire March 19th. I'm going to roll those over into longer positions because I'm up so much in them, and I don't want to, until I see them just really just messing up. I'm not about to leave it because they've been performing extremely well. So I'm gonna ride this train until the wheels fall off.
These stocks, I'm becoming more and more equipped to say that they're definitely like relationships. Because they give you good days, they give you, they want to wine you and dine you and get you all involved.
What do you mean by that?
They want to court you and hey baby this and hey, and then these mofos go start looking at other women.
You want to talk about something else offline, Mona?
You need a couch?
Right.
Yeah, because that damn MJ ETF, like it had me. He had me.
He had you?
I was almost ready to say I do. He brought the ring out and
and then he showed his ass?
And then he showed his ass. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm still up in MJ.
Hey, don't give up. Don't give up.
I ain't gonna give up. We going through counseling.
I mean,
right
you may have to pivot. I ain't saying, listen, I'm not saying to stay with him. I'm not saying stay with him. You may have to find you another cat. You know what I'm saying?
I had to dip out a little bit. I couldn't put my all into him. So I had to take a little bit of me out, like, listen, you want to be a player? I can play that game too. So I had to take a little bit of my emotions out of that relationship and go into something else. But I ain't totally give up on him. We got, it's possible. We'll see. We in counseling. We in counseling right now. But I'm just saying all that to say, dealing with these damn options with the stock or whatever you want to call them, it's like a relationship.
I mean, watching your money go up and down is definitely emotional.
Yeah,
right?
Boy.
Especially when you see it go down.
Shit, it's emotional when I see it go up because I'm like, oh, is that real?
Right.
Is that real?
So it is very emotional. And like I said, even though they say take your emotion out of it,
it's hard.
Very difficult.
It's
That's
hard.
like somebody slapping you and you don't slap their ass back. You know what I'm saying? I can't see me not doing it. It ain't that much discipline in the world. But you just have to understand that when you pick solid companies, whatever the volatility is, you want to be optimistic. But don't be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with the expectation is. And if you have a mark, what we've learned, you got to, try to stick to your discipline. So let's say you say, I want to get, that's if you put a target on the appreciation. If you say, I'm out at 500, then be out at 500 and then reevaluate. And if it still gives you those signals and it still gives you that feeling when it rub your back, you know what I'm saying? Then you get back in the game.
Got it.
I'm gonna smack the hell out of this motherfucking Veil if he don't do what he's fucking supposed to do. God damn it! Shit, I'm smack the shit out that motherfucker, bro. Like he stole something from me.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think any of the ARC funds or like SMH is positioned and pull back enough to look at really getting into one of those for if you're looking for a long-term position because of the correction it went through, because of what's to come ahead.
Yeah, and this is the time to do it for sure.
All the technology, and all of this innovation is about to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? There is no moving forward. There is no creating jobs and infrastructure in society without technology. It just ain't happening. Right. You know what I'm saying? And within that technology is semiconductors. That's why they're looking at a shortage in the semiconductor space. Well, guess what? That means sales are going to increase. I don't see that. I don't see it being relatable to the market until maybe April, May. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. And that's what the market is. You got to prepare for what's coming, not for what's going on right now. Because the earnings are based on next year, not even this year.
Right.
They're basing their earnings off of next year. And these prices are reflective to next year's performance. So you gotta base your investment the same way. This is based off of next year. And if they looking like shit gonna mess up, then let me look at some other industries. Let me look at some other sectors so that I can be where the money's at.
So let me ask this question. Yeah. So if there is a shortage in chips that everybody is talking about with these semiconductors, and everybody can't be the company that is going to make all the chips, it's going to be spread out, but everybody want these good chips, which would be your NVIDIA or your AMD. But if they can't perform or get that optimal amount of chips, I know what they have, the price is going to be up on them, but at some point, don't that reflect on a company that you can't even perform, you can't even get us the chips, that they would go negative, like come back down?
On the company that's purchasing or the company that's selling?
Oh, damn.
Because the company that's buying, it's on them to do whatever they're going to do. I'm selling my chips, right? And my chips are in high demand. So my bottom line is going to be positive because I don't have enough chips to sell for the demand. The demand is way higher than the supply, right? So the people who do get the supply, it's up to them to take it to the next level where they can get their money because they're trying to sell a product, right? My product was the chips. Their product may be the electric vehicles, right? So now Tesla got to sell Teslas to get their money because they had to piece the car together. Now they got the finished product. Now they got to try to sell a product. My product was pieced together with a chip. It's already gone. I got my money. You got to go get yours, right? So you look at that. You look at that chain of command, and you say, okay, well, I want to be on the side where the chip maker, because the demand for chips is higher than the demand for vehicles, right?
Right.
Because just in China, you got 150 electric vehicle makers, right? You still ain't seen cars from Volvo, BMW, Mercedes. You see Audi just put out their electric vehicle joint, right? So
And
everybody needs chips.
You got GM and Ford. GM and Ford.
You got GM and Ford. All these dealers are going to need their chips. So I want to be where the chips are at because they're the ones that got the demand for their product.
Exactly.
So again, if the chip makers sell out of chips, they can't really sell out because they're going to keep making chips.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as much as they make them, they're sold. See, the thing is, let's say if people don't get back to work, ain't nobody buying no cars. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be sales, but there won't be sales that'll beat that last year's quarter sales.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when they look at the year over year, so when they look at, I'll say we in quarter two, right? So quarter two last year we sold 300,000. Quarter two this year we sold 200,000. That's no bueno. That's not good.
Right.
Because when I look at the year over year, we are behind 33%. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
give you an example, Mona. Like in my field, what I do is, you know, I manage the service department and direct the service department and parts. So I have to look at my weekly numbers, day numbers, my weekly numbers, my 3-month numbers, my 6-month numbers, 9-month and 12-month. So I need to look at everything to see. I have to beat that's ultimately my goal is, because that's how I get paid. So when I beat those numbers, I get big bonuses on top of my weekly salary. So that's what it's about. You want to obtain those numbers. You want to forecast out, and you want to beat those numbers. So that's what it's about.
But it's funny. I hear what you're saying, because we do that same thing. Like, we got to ramp up to get more insurance bids out there so that people can get more insurance.
Right.
But in the service industry with the cars, what y'all go out there and find Audis or whatever GMs and crash them up and hope that they come into
no, we don't crash
just call people to come in there and service them more. Like, hey, you ain't been serviced. You need to come get your car in here. I'm just trying to, how do you increase your sales and service?
How you increase that is when they sell more cars and more cars are on the road, more Audis are on the road, people bring them in, they need to get them serviced. Now, typically when they're new cars or they're within 3 years, 4 years, the cars that have 4 years of 50,000 miles of warranty, they're going to keep bringing it to the dealership because they're not taking it to an independent shop. More than likely, especially if they got money, they're going to keep bringing the car there. Now, you basically what you want to do, you give them incentives, you give them things to keep them coming back so they don't go to the next dealership. You don't want to piss them off. So the CSI is where we have customer survey scores. You want to treat the customers good as well as you can so you can keep them coming back. And then when they take a survey, they give you scores and you get money for that too.
Oh, okay.
So it's a constant, it's a give and a pull, you know. So there's times when I'm a service manager and I don't want to give somebody shit. You know, if they're a real asshole, I don't give them shit. I'm like, no, this is the final price. See you later. Bye. Take it or leave it. If they're a good person, a good customer, I'm like, yo, take care of it for them, or give them a 10% discount, a 15% discount, and I sign off for it and I give it to them, you know. So that's how you keep them coming back, you know.
Sometimes you gotta take short money to get the long money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Fulio just sent me a picture. He breaking stuff over at the house, bro.
Did he?
Yeah, bro. Yo, he's supposed to be cleaning the gutter. He sent me a picture of a drill in his foot. I'm like, what you supposed to be doing something on the gutter?
I'm gonna pray for him. But yeah, like even now with this correction is a time to really look at some of these positions because we know what some of them were. We know where they at right now. We see the money that has deflated out of these accounts.
Yep.
And the thing is this, even with the retracement in price, you know, if bought correct, some of them would still be positive, right? Like I'm still up 200-300% in some of my positions and then some of them I'm down 30-40%. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm negative, past my principal and everything. And that's why we look at the time factor. When we buy it out further in time, we have time for it to see those gains, go through that volatility, appreciate, come back from whatever it lost and shoot up past towards that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is always you don't want to get into closing the positions because then those gains are realized and now we have another issue of taxes. Which don't get me wrong, if I made $1 million and I had to pay $250,000 in taxes, I just got to pay $250 in taxes because I still want that $750. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. If I got to pay it, I'll pay it because I still want that $750.
Right.
So we're not, if the money was made, that's cool. We just wanted the money to continue to keep printing. I don't want it to stop printing. So that's what we do. Like, when we meet, we basically looking for other avenues, other contracts that we could buy to keep printing these gains.
So in this scenario we have on the screen right now, it would be Micron.
Yeah, Micron looks good.
A little more.
Micron look really good. I mean, Micron is the dark blue one. That's just
right.
Yeah. Yeah, the Micron looks good. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the weekly, or what's this? This is the monthly.
That Micron looks like it's about to hit the 3 times in a row too. You see the point? It almost like the same exact point. 1, 2, 3, and it looks like it's about to go to the third one.
Exactly.
With the hopes that they keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So we look at this because we know economic news also affects the market.
Yeah.
They just signed a stimulus.
Yep.
That's going to be good news to the market because why? Now niggas is getting $1,400 checks.
Yep.
Unemployment is going to be a bump in that. That's more money to be put into the economy.
Right.
That's how they look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably going to be another stimulus after this.
They said it today, this morning. They said it. They said it's going
to be another stimulus because we still have an increasingly high unemployment rate.
Mm-hmm.
Jobs have not came back to the point where people are at work and they're making a significant dent into the society. So we're going to need another stimulus. So this is just the beginning, and it'll give the market a boost, but don't think it's going to stay there for long. Mm-hmm. So this, you could look at getting some positions tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, probably be, this week might be a decent week, It may read the news as all positive news because of this $1.9 trillion that's about to be, dispersed out into the economy through various channels. You got to look at where is that 1.9 going to.
Mm-hmm.
We know a big chunk of it is going into cybersecurity, defense. We know a big chunk of it is going into clean energy. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of it is going into like small businesses and the stimulus. And knowing how that has an effect on the overall economy and the dollar. People gonna get them checks, they're gonna be, they're gonna spend that bread, whether it's paying a bill, paying a rent, or buying some shit.
Consumer discretionary.
Yeah.
So your XLKs, your XLY, should see a little bump up. If we can keep this 10-year treasury yield down,
yeah.
Then
we could go back to maybe 1.2, 1.1.
It would be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We would see significant increases in some of these positions.
Okay, let's go back to that. So to get it down, how?
The economy has to be
okay. Pump the economy.
To get it down, in order for us to get it down, the economy has to be, it's already deemed as being weak, right? Because you want to lower that interest rate so companies can borrow money so they can put it back into their businesses and make money without having to pay a higher rate of return on the interest of that money, right? So if the economy is going to be looked at as deemed as being weak, companies can go back to borrowing. And if bonds start rising, right? And then companies start reporting good earnings, bonds start rising, the bond yield will lower. So let's just say tomorrow might be a day where the bond yield may go down, you know, get down to maybe 130, 135. That would be fantastic. You see the NASDAQ and the Dow up over 300 points.
I gotta listen to you gotta send me this video because I'm making notes. What I said I'm gonna do when I do my daily dump of what I did for that day. Because I got a problem journaling. When I get off the computer, I don't want to write nothing. I don't want to look at a computer or nothing. So when I pull my numbers, I'm gonna just type in here what was going on. So I'll have it already. Like this will be my journal.
Okay. And it's good to have a journal. The good thing about having a journal is, like I told you, you're going to see this movie again. You know what I'm saying? This movie going to be played again. These situations are going to be played again. If you know what's about to come, then you know how to prepare for it.
Right.
You know how to say, you know what? Let me hedge my positions. Let me buy some insurance and make some money when the market goes the other direction. And in that way, you know, I won't be losing as much. I'll be down on one end, but I'll be up on the other end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even though they won't cancel each other out, but you won't be down as much, but you'll make some money, depending on how you're playing it. So
play your cards right, Tupac. Play your cards right.
Play your cards right, shorty. Right. So
hold on.
Let me see something. Yeah, I like the micron options, unfortunately. Even though WDC is cheaper, and the micron look like it's going to move better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this scan again. My market watch to see what else was on here. And these were the companies that dropped the most. So, but even on the close above the high and 20-day high, you had ACIA. Let's look that up. Let's see what ACIA is. Look at ACIA.
I was doing good.
ACIA.
What you talking about?
Acacia Comunica. That's some Spanish company. Let's see what the price overview is for that. ACIA. It's a strong buy at 100%. And let's look at what line of business are they in.
The earnings date is in 2 days.
Ooh.
So what the hell happened with Best Buy? They didn't give earnings a good guidance.
Guidance was garbage.
Trash.
What is wrong with them?
I got rid of them. You still got them? I got rid of them.
Yeah, I got them.
I got rid of them in like December. They just wasn't doing that. I didn't bench them. I kicked them off the team. I told them, give me the jersey and the shorts.
Right. Get out of my gym.
Yeah, get out of my gym.
They were, just sandbagging, and they're gonna come out this first quarter out the gate like, boom, we did this.
Acacia Comunica is a semiconductor.
Say it right, communication.
They must be based out of South America somewhere.
They are
Massachusetts.
What?
Headquartered in Maynard, Massachusetts.
Damn.
Go down.
Yep.
Go back. Yeah.
So they are semiconductors. Once again, we just had this conversation about semiconductors.
Primarily Americas, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific. Okay. Wow.
A lot of growth. They could be a banger. You know, up there with Micron once again. So Micron, ACIA. What else is on this damn list?
They got options.
Huh?
They got options.
Let me see. ACIA. Yes, ma'am. So you look at the option on it. Let's see what type. Let's see what the option chain looks like. What's going on this option chain? This option chain looks terrible.
Yeah. What is that? January 22?
That's January 22. Let's look at something a little closer. Let's look at August. What's going on in August?
Hey, what is going on with them? This all new?
Yeah, see, these right here are basically worthless.
Worthless.
So they kind of almost want you to spend money in the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is that they got hella moves though. So let's say you bought an at the money contract at that 110, even though the stock is at 115. At this 110, if it moves five points now, so it would have to go to 119, 120,
2, 3,
right?
5, yeah.
You would damn near get a 70% return in the option if it moved 5 points. So let me see, 750, 480. Let me see something. 780 divided by 4. Oops, wrong number. 750. 750 divided by 480. No. 480 divided by 750. Had the wrong way. So that's a 64% increase. If it go up 5 points.
What did it do in the last 2 weeks?
Survey says.
Ooh.
Damn.
What the hell shit is this?
Motherfucker ain't been doing, I don't know. Let's dig deeper. See what's going on around here.
That's sideways.
That motherfucker been sideways like a motherfucker, ain't it?
So that's the whole week.
Oh, let's put that chart down so we can see what's really popping off around here. So it's been trading in a range that it's been going up, but it's been going down. I mean, it's been going up very, very slow. So it went up 6 cents on Friday. So this is something that you really got to buy the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of volatility in this stock. Now, a lot of people was selling on Friday, so it may be pulling back. Yeah, this is a weird stock. That chart looked crazy. To the point where you like,
wait a minute.
And the big and looking at this chart, looking at the volume has always been a lot when it's selling. Like, look how big those two red chart bars are.
Yeah, like 2 towers over there.
Yeah. Whereas buying this, it ain't decent.
Yeah, they had a lot of selling in after hours, which is crazy. But then the stock still kept going up. I mean, it only went up 5 cents, 6 cents. But from 114.93 to 115, they made that shit seem like it's the best. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go back to the market watch, see what else is up on here.
So take a look at this joint that I had, this Kirkland, KRK.
KRK?
Yeah.
Kirkland's?
The store Kirkland's?
KRK. They sell products in Costco or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, KIRK.
KIRK.
Yeah. Right.
Kirkland's is
next one up. You hit the wrong one, Ken.
Oh, damn.
In between that yawn.
I ain't getting no sleep. I was watching I done binge watched the past 2 seasons. The Mandalorian.
Oh, that's my joint. I watched it. Yeah, I watched every Friday. Whenever they came out.
That shit was good. I like that joint.
How about my boy Luke Skywalker came back, boy? He started tearing that up, bro.
First I was a little confused, and then when he went and towards the end on the second season, like episode 6.
Yeah.
He went to that castle where he got the staff.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other Jedi was talking to, because I was like, is that Baby Yoda?
Yeah, yeah. That was.
But it wasn't Baby Yoda.
No, not Baby Yoda. His name is Grogu. He's like a Baby Yoda. But
right. I was like, that can't be. And then when I seen Luke Skywalker, I said, oh yeah, that's not Yoda.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good joint, Joe. I like that joint.
Yeah, that's like, they kicked the white girl off because she was talking that dumb shit.
Who?
The Mandalorian's partner on there, the white chick, the one from MMA, the Diesel chick.
I didn't know they kicked her off.
Oh, yeah, it just happened 2 weeks ago. She was talking that shit like she with Trump and all that shit, saying all this other stuff. That wasn't no white supremacists at the Capitol. That was the part of the Black Lives Matter people. And
so they got rid of her on episode. So she won't be on season 3, huh?
She's done. They kicked Disney said, "Fuck you. We don't get down like that. We got enough money to say fuck you, Donald Trump, and you. See you later. Bye."
Right. Disney is a good investment too.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad I was close to getting them back in September.
Man. Me and you I'm like Disney did his thing. This Kirkland's, I don't know, dog. I might have to stay away from this.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of let me look at the daily chart, because the bigger charts give you better direction. Okay, right. This looks a lot better.
I was looking for the year because what's the name bar chart and everything else is saying this is a good buy.
No, I see it now, but what I was just looking at was suspect.
Yeah.
But looking at it now from the daily, that's why I said the daily chart over the year gives you a better picture of what's going on. Yeah, look good. Look, I'm just plotting some quick points on here. What's that? 29.79.
This is when we were doing our homework, Mona. This is what the one that I was.
Are you throwing shade?
No. No Gucci shades over here.
Mm-hmm. And you sipping tea? Okay.
They're decent. Look at the option on this joint.
And the option is not too bad either, so I was checking them out.
But they're going through a phase as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here plotting some of the stuff real quick. Let me see something. Put this up here. So this is the store. I used to be in Kirkland's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby.
See, but I never
That's
realized
not the store. That's
it's
not the store.
It's the
Oh, is it in the store?
That's that's like a off. That's like a members mark. Members Mark is the brand for Sam's Club.
Right.
So
right.
Kirkland's, I think, is the brand for either Costco. Okay, Costco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yo, shit, yeah, you know, Cotton. See, you know, them spots, they did well during the pandemic.
Of course. Yeah.
Shit, so did Best Buy. Look at Date Stop.
Yeah, I saw Best Buy. They did phenomenal until they came up with that bullshit. Talking about we don't know what's going on in the next quarter. Fuck you mean you don't know what's going on?
Yo, you've ever just told me this morning that they got a lot of people up here in the Northeast that are being buyers for people for Best Buy. So people don't have to go out of their house. They go to Best Buy and get everything that you need. And Best Buy is working 100% with these people. They go out and buy for people and bring it back to the house, drop their packages off at the house. To basically like your people, Mona, like
Amazon,
and they go in there and buy what you want and bring it back to your house and everything.
Yeah, this is not a bad company. I wouldn't get in right now, but it's not a bad company.
Yeah.
And you're saying you wouldn't get in right now because it's not enough of a pullback?
Well, the indicators is not telling me that it's
volume.
It's an entry point.
Yeah.
I'm saying like it may say one tomorrow, but right now it's not giving me an entry point. Now, if you want to guess the market, then yeah, you could guess it because you look at where over a course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's say a course of maybe a month, because what's this, the 27th?
28. Remember, tomorrow, 28 months, bro.
Right, tomorrow is March 1st.
Yeah.
So the course of a month, it's been trading sideways, right? So looking at where it came here for 1, 2, I don't know what's going on. I might count that as 3, not really. But I mean, you could get in right now, but I don't know if it's downward pressure coming in the near future. But like all the indicators are telling me downward pressure.
Yeah, because the green line is below the red on the.
So
yeah,
you know, it's still gonna be an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But I like to see that chart look a little bit different.
Yeah,
definitely have it go upward at least towards that 29.79.
Right.
But like I said, if you want to guess the market, it's at $26 now. You know, it doesn't show negative pressure. Let me say that. The indicators are telling me that it's not a buy signal, but it's not showing me negative pressure where there's not a downward trend. It's just sideways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you look at the support levels and it goes right back up to your resistance. So that's not telling me, okay, this stock is going down. And then I look at it over the last 1, 2, 3, 4 months. I'm like, okay, there's been a uptrend cycle. Nothing has shown me for that's going to change outside of this 10-year yield curve. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye out. Like I got that on one screen alone. So I'm gonna be watching that all week this week. Is this 10-year yield curve?
Yeah.
To see how that moves, to see if it's trending up, and then in tandem with the market, how the market reacts. Because like I said, we've already hit that 1.57 or 1.58. Let me see what the high is. Hold on.
26.69, right?
The yield open. No, the yield high was 1.558 for the day Friday. Ugh. And it closed at 1.4. So that's telling me that, you know, like how it spiked up and it spiked back down. So this is what we also do this. Can't find that, then what I do is I go to the VIX, right?
Yeah.
We go to the VIX, VIX. We see what the VIX is looking like. The VIX is at 27, which is, it's been up. It hit that, it's at a support level of this 31.16. I don't need the VIX to go past 31.16. I need the VIX to start motherfucking coming back.
Right.
Because when the VIX goes up, the market goes down.
Okay.
So, and all these indicators is telling me it's going up. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see these telling me it's going up because I need to go down. Because if this go down, I mean the market is going up.
That green line need to pivot right now, like right now. I mean that.
So I need to see a red candle in the VIX for tomorrow, for all this week.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna be able to check my laptop for right now. I gotta see the lay of the land. I pull my laptop out. So if y'all see something happening, y'all send me a text, man. Send me a text. You know, cause I ain't gonna be able to check my phone all the time. So
you wanted a text or in a group me?
Nah, in the text, cause the group me, it don't chime. So I need somebody to text me like, yo, do something. Let me know so I can look at it, because I won't be able to check my junk like usual. Got to get the lay of the land.
If you look, the VIX has been, you know, up until recently, no higher than 24, 25, right? Yeah, around 24. You had your spikes, and these spikes would be considered, you know, pullbacks, right? Because it, you know, they were in there and they wasn't that drastic. But shit, these motherfuckers was drastic. This motherfucker was drastic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just some things to take into account when we're looking at this, the direction of the market. And also pay attention to the futures.
Yeah.
Futures will also give you the indication on which way we're going.
Yeah, if I see it, because I'll see that first thing 4 o'clock in the morning. I know. And I'm like, man,
well, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I try to give it to 5, you know, just so, because I know 4, that's you're still working off.
I just be having my alarm go off at like 8:30 is when 8:30, between 8:30 and 9 is when I look at it. Because it's not like I could do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't do that
it's good to look at it to kind of see how it's fluctuating. But 8:30 and 9, because I know that if that market opens at 8:30, you know, that's just how the market is going to open. Not to say that it's going to stay like that, because
it may last for like 30, 40 minutes and then the pivot.
Right, by the time the market starts settling around 10:30, and you got more people, more traders in the market, then it starts making its move for the day.
Right.
And then at 1:30, it's a certain place, and then, you know, depending on where it's at, it may, or if it's dropped, it may start coming back. So that's the thing. You gotta. It's emotional. Yes, it is, Mom.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yo, oh man. Well, look, I hope we get a good day tomorrow, man. I hope and pray, because we need one. We need one, God. We need one.
We need a month. We need a good, strong, positive month.
Yeah. Just so we can relish in it for a little bit, just for a little. No.
I was watching CNBC, and they was talking about a couple of things that caught my attention, because I'm kind of like already over this little thing right here is going on. But mid-April, look for a correction.
Damn, again.
Yes. It was like I said, history is going to always be your best teacher in the market, because if you've seen it before, you're going to see it again. So mid-April, they're talking about there could be a possible correction, and then the end of June was a correction. End of June, 4th of July, there's another correction. And then, you know, the big correction on Labor Day weekend. So these are times where, depending on what we're looking like in some of our positions, hedge your bets. Buy some insurance. You know what I'm saying? Get your blanket policy.
That part I gotta learn on.
We're gonna start looking at shorting the market, and like ARKK makes up a big percentage of my portfolio, right?
Mine too.
So I need to look at. Let's pull up ARKK. How about we just do that?
I got that shit up on my screen right now. Right now.
Because they pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, Kathy, don't want Kathy.
And you didn't roll when you had all that gain, right?
Nope.
Don't make me come after you, Kathy. Don't make me come after you.
And this is the month that your shit expire.
Well, March 19th. So
you get back what you lost.
No, I'm not gonna get back what I lost. I know that's not gonna happen.
So what's your mindset as to why you didn't roll it when you was up? Because that's the game plan, is to roll it when you're up or sell when you're up.
Well, I don't want to sell because I don't want to have realized gains to start paying taxes on it, right?
But that's our ultimate goal.
I probably could have did it because with these parties I got going on right now, like we got Gucci Man Saturday, Pooh Shiesty day party and night party Saturday. And then I'm helping my man with his Trey Songz day party.
Yo, my man's name is Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah. He the hot nigga right now. Pooh Shiesty, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, they the hot nigga. And then, you know,
I like Lil Durk. I like Lil Durk. But
Bobby Smurda just came home. So this nigga Alex just put out a party with Bobby Smurda and Meek Mill Saturday night. He gonna kill him on that one. They doing a concert.
Okay.
So he got that Saturday night. Yeah, he gonna kill him on that Bobby Smurda joint. I need to hit this nigga Fendi to see if I can get Bobby on a day party, how much he want. So yeah. They
Yeah, wait a minute. RK is below the
what?
What's the yellow line? I forgot. That's the 50.
50, yes.
So it's at the bottom of the Bollinger. Is that what I see?
Yes, that's exactly what you see.
Damn, I need to be getting in that right now.
So there may be some more.
Let me get a couple dollars, Keith.
There may be some more downward pressure.
I ain't got it.
Right.
I ain't get paid yet for the new spot. I ain't got it.
You said it might be some more downward pressure?
Yep.
They said Kathy looks like 5.5 billion.
Oh yeah. Fuck what Kathy lost. That ain't Kathy's money. You know what I'm saying? Kathy's managing money for other people.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. Bitch better have my money. If we can catch a bounce back here, you know
we need to bounce back because I got stock in this motherfucker. I got 2 contracts with her.
I need to be above that 50-day moving average. So it needs to be above this 139. That's drawing like crazy. That's kind of what we need to be. We need to be above this 138, this 139 mark. So I need a 7-8 day, $8 day off of her between Monday and Tuesday.
But you think part of that too, because Tesla's at 675 right now.
That's the other thing. Is Tesla gonna? Yeah, I think Tesla, Roku, Square, Tesla, Roku, Square. Who else is in ARKK? Invite, Zillow. I need all that shit to be green tomorrow.
For real.
I don't need nobody holding us back from going to green territory.
And that damn Tesla, that damn Elon, he just shut his damn mouth.
Look, I just got a notification Tech is teetering as rates get high and expectations get higher. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, if rates are going high and expectations are going high, that's not good. You don't want rates to go up high. I don't care about the expectation, but I can't have the rates going high because now they killing whatever the euphoria in the stock is going to be. So, what are you doing, Mona?
I just got a note that Mark is on Clubhouse, but I ain't got no connect.
I got Clubhouse. I don't know why I don't get none. I hate Clubhouse, yo.
Oh, whoa. Okay, maybe I do got a back door.
Oh yeah, he on here talking about moment of relaxation. You know, he go on some of his rants and don't be talking about shit sometimes too.
I'm not a certified market strategist, but what I will say, my strategy is my range. Zay, do you remember what my range or what my target is for the S&P 500?
Your updated one, or your first one?
We'll take both.
All right, so his first one was 4,500, and now we have bumped it up to about 4,800.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a bull case. My bull case for the S&P 500 is at 4,800. Now, when we look at the percentage of the companies that make up the S&P 500, ask yourself this, or even the sectors: what sectors are going to be able to drive the S&P 500, even up to just the base case of 4,500? What's going to drive? And if we say this, the bear case will probably be about 4,200. So what's going to drive S&P 500 up that high? Financials have been doing well, but they haven't moved the needle. We've seen that, consumer staples have been moving, but they haven't moved the needle. When we look at industrials, they had a pretty good few days that still didn't move the needle. So when you think about it, you need tech and consumer discretionary to literally move this market. And if they're not there, then you will see the S&P 500 sit there stagnant. That is a fact.
Let's look at the
S&P. So Mark, I guess following up to that, value stocks taking off usually is kind of responding to the idea that the economy is kind of developing steam. Is that right?
Yes, in the short term, yes. So essentially you start to see them, yes. That's just short answer, yes.
Okay, so with the
S&P is at 3,800.
Conclusion where they
and
feel
he said 40 what?
Quantitative easing.
Huh?
And he said 40 what?
We're going to see the Fed there.
His bullish outlook is 4,800.
Here's the thing
so 1,000 points higher
the reading that
than
we
where
got
it's at now.
Last week, I think it was the jobless claims report. How much of those numbers are skewed by, say, for example, things that are unpredictable, like, for example, weather?
And I don't know if that's for the year.
Storms coming across Texas and other states.
Prediction.
Think about how many folks, if you didn't have power, then how are you going to report your claim?
Why you ain't getting no sleep?
How many folks
were
not able to?
Why you ain't getting no sleep?
I was watching that damn Mandalorian last night.
From what we saw in the jobless claims.
Damn near 4 o'clock this morning.
Report. Now take this into consideration. You just
so what's her name playing the Patty one?
Swept across the Southwest.
Cory Booker's girlfriend. What's her name?
As well as
it wasn't like I had nowhere to go today. Ain't like I had to get up and go to church.
You have folks that are behind.
To the beach. What you say about Cory Booker? Rosario, Dawn Rosario, whatever her name is.
Yeah, they dating.
Oh, they still dating?
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah.
They got all kinds of rumors out about that.
She thought Cory was gonna go to the White House.
And the past regime.
So let me get my position.
The feds.
And fuck it, I'll make it public that we dating.
Pertains to some of the things that they could do.
She was gonna do a Meghan Markle on his ass.
They can do.
Because Meghan Markle was fucking with the chef nigga. And then when she met Prince Harry, she cut her phone off. She started fucking with the chef nigga. He didn't even know what was going on, yo.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Who, Samuelson?
Huh?
Samuelson? The chef Samuelson?
I don't know the nigga name, but he was supposed to be some well-known chef.
better,
and she just
then they're gonna be
dropped the
so much
nigga.
more inclined to spend.
She met Harry, and Harry showed some interest.
Are they gonna really
Don't call me no more.
They're gonna spend their money.
I got a real
on
prince.
example,
Fuck what you talking about.
consumer discretionary.
You cooking for princess. I got a real prince.
You'll be cooking for me.
Pointed question. Can I ask you a pointed question? Go for it. All right. If Best Buy had DVD players on sale for $10, would you buy them? In today's right now,
No.
would you buy them? I mean, for me, no, I would not because I don't buy DVDs. Okay, well, why wouldn't you buy the DVD player?
Because it's not in style no more.
If I was an average consumer, then yes, I would buy it. But why wouldn't you buy the DVD? Right? Like, what's the purpose of the DVD? What's the purpose of technology, right? When you think about that, would you buy it? You wouldn't buy it, right? There's a reason why. Why not? Why wouldn't you buy
It's obsolete. It's
it?
obsolete now.
It's a dead technology. It's a dead technology. There's no use case for it. Okay. So when fund managers who are not value fund managers and or financial fund managers move money from tech to traditional banks, they're buying DVD players. Mm-hmm. And so I want people to think about that because when you see sector rotations and all this money move, it's usually two things, right? It's either somebody trying to outsmart themselves or it's fear of the unknown from a perspective, right? Or somebody's doing their job. And so when you see this, these things are catalysts for monumental buying opportunities that you'll be happier 3 to 6 months from now. And you'll probably be more mad that you didn't purchase more out of the fact that like you didn't realize that the sale that was going on because it doesn't correlate to you mentally. Because if you walked into a Gucci store and the loafers were $100, you would buy 10 pairs and try to flip 9. And so if you think about it from that perspective, when you look at sectors, you have to understand what the purpose of the sector is. Technology is like Tony Stark's Iron Man. It is scalable. It touches everything. Anybody can wear the suit. Right? And so a lot of these things that people kind of stress themselves out over are things that are right in front of your eyes, right? So consumer discretionary is something that we need. People spend money, but they don't have it, right? And that's why credit card data is so important, right? And so we know that credit card data, whether it is from an institution, so whether it is a hedge fund buying Home Depot's credit card data, or whether it's you going on to the free online of JP Morgan Chase and seeing credit card spending and getting an idea where people spend their money at.
Sometimes these niggas be long-winded. I'd be like, shut the fuck
People
up.
spend the money regardless. And we haven't been even begun to be infused with capital yet as an economy. So when I see a market take a dip of a sector rotation and I look at fund managers move money from the most scalable industries with the most potential.
That's a tall dude, the basketball dude.
Yeah.
Or sector that is equivalent of a DVD player, because if you look at JP Morgan Chase, not to single them out, it took them 5 years, it took them 5 mergers in 30 years to get 60 million people on their platform. It took Square 7 years to get 59 million people on their platform. It cost a bank $1,000 per brokerage client to get them onto the brokerage platform. It costs digital banks like Square and PayPal $20. And if you get more granular, Cash App, it costs them $5 to acquire a person onto Cash App, and they make $42 per person. How can a traditional bank compete with that? What happens in the future when PayPal and Square say, hey, we want to get to the brokerage business, and now you can move your capital over the same day, and you don't have to wait to ACH your money or pay a $25 wire fee? How does that work out for banks? That's just I think that does not work out quite well. So I think you can quell a lot of your thought process with just looking to the future and understanding what the world looks like moving forward and not what the world looks like right now. Correct. And take this into consideration. Like a lot of folks, they make investments from 6 to 9 months. Okay. So which means that they're pricing in information right now. But essentially, when you look at typically after that's been. So, for example, markets price in bad news, and then what happens to the market after it's priced in bad news? Anybody? Bueller? It runs up. Question for me?
Yeah, I got one that came into me, Mark. Somebody wanted to know, is the inverted yield curve still predict a recession?
Wow, that's a good question. Because I hear arguments. No, it's not, because of the fact that there's so many other factors and the fact that it's just one and only piece of the benchmark. But I mean, it's a good indicator of. I mean, you have to think about it like this, though. If we use common sense, you don't really have to use a yield curve in order to essentially the next recession. You really don't. I mean, if you go back and look over the history of, say, for example, recessions, and here's some homework for everybody. Go and look at, say, for example, every single time that essentially that a recession hit the U.S. economy. We'll just start with the U.S. If you want to think on a more macro level, then go look at the global economy and whenever period of time, it's just natural. We see slow growth take place. It's like growth slows. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, think about it. Think about every economy like this, whether you're team Tesla or your team internal combustion engine. We'll put them in the same category for the sake of this conversation. And also, so that way nobody floods my DMs or my tweets. Okay. So when you go on a long distance journey, right? Sooner or later, your Tesla is going to run out of energy. Mm-hmm. It's just naturally going to happen. Your car is going to run out of gas. And when you do that, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to speed, because the more that you speed when you're running out of gas, and that means that essentially that your range becomes affected. So, for example, if you're driving 80 miles per hour, 9 times out of 10, your vehicle is not going to be efficient across the board because of the fact that you're burning up more gas. But if you, say, for example, bring down your speed, then you start to slow down, but yet at the same token, you become more efficient. Well, look at it the same way when you think about the economy. The economy has gone on for a huge sprint, and now it's running out of gas. And now it needs a refill. And what happens when you get that refill? You get quantitative easing, you get stimulus, and you get a bunch of other things that come from central banks at the time. And then ultimately, after they've gotten their shot, or their gas, or their energy boost, then from there, they get back to business as usual. And it takes a little bit of time because, of course, you're coming from you've had to go through somewhat of a standstill till pretty much you start to pick up momentum. Economies do it faster. Sometimes you see economies take a little bit more time to do so. It doesn't mean that the companies themselves are ultimately going to struggle. It doesn't mean that, say, for example, a vast portion of an entire sector is going to struggle, or all sectors are going to struggle. You may see some that may be, say, for example, caught or fire, but for the most part, you're going to see that essentially that, again, business as usual. But a lot of folks get caught up into, say, for example, really the 24-hour news cycle of things, which is like you see, like when you hear people talk about yield curves for 24 hours a day, because of the fact that there's, I believe that there's way much more news that's taking place outside of the yield curve right now. But essentially, when you start hearing that all the time, and then when you see that the market is down, then the only thing that you start to do is panic. So essentially, just to answer your questions there, I look at the yield curve as just an indicator. That's it. I look at it as completely just an indicator. If you want to look at it from an indicator basis, then you can kind of like start your time clock and say, okay, hey, is this just a blip on the screen, or is it not? Naturally, I typically say around the 9 to 10 month marker, you should start seeing something to see if, okay, hey, was this yield curve smoking something, or was it onto something?
Thanks. And I believe we've talked about this before, Mark, is that the inverted yield curve happened sometime in 2018. And correct. When that happened, approximately, it was like 12 to 18 months is when like the whole March and coronavirus thing kind of happened.
Correct. Around that same time, look at also what happened. We also saw that people panicked. They panicked. You saw that folks panicked, and they ultimately went risk off for a short period of time. But then after that, 2019, it went on for its greatest bull market run. And I think that 2020 would have been ultimately the same thing had it not been for the pandemic. Got it. Questions?
Yes. Or sorry.
So keep them coming. Don't apologize.
So somebody asked, because we're getting flooded with a few DMs, outside of tech and consumer discretionary, what other sectors would you invest in?
Industrials. And on top of that, just to be fair, I would also keep my
Caterpillar, deer.
Shout out to Goldman Sachs.
For now.
Wait,
Did he say financials?
And Goldman Sachs.
I said for now.
I know why.
What's up, Q? What's up, Q?
I know why.
Go ahead, speak your mind, Q.
Oh no, man! Listen, bro. It's a 2-horse race, and everybody else is a 3-legged horse. So, you don't get much credit for beating a bad conference, right? You're the best team in your conference. You don't get credit for doing what you're supposed to do.
Oh Lord,
that's it.
You got it.
That's like it would be just like our conversation. It's like watching the Pac-12 versus the SEC.
No, don't start that back up again. There's Goldman Sachs Pac-12.
Bro, that whole division is the Pac-12, and you see what happens when the playoffs come. You see what happened. Bro, it's different.
You're right. All right, not to deter, but we got industrials and then just 2 banks. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the banks, you can probably make a case, but they ultimately move alongside with JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. So if they're doing good, then ultimately Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab will do all right, along with maybe Bank of America and Wells Fargo. No shade, Q at all included. But one of the things that I will say though is I'd be watching for, say, for example, the Squares of the world, to ultimately start to, really start to supersede a lot of those banks in which that we see right now.
And then, what is your thoughts on the material sector, Mark?
What about them?
Well, hey, it came up, so.
Okay. I will say this to anybody out there: go and look at beyond 2020, and go look at the average in which that these industries or these sectors naturally produce year-over-year return. It's a staggering story, and I think that's the best way for everybody to look at it. Materials. I'll put it like this: if the technology and consumer discretionary sector produce anywhere from 15 to, let's say, 25% on the high side alone, excluding, say, for example, 2020, where does that leave room for the rest of the other sectors? Any other questions?
I got a question for you.
Where it's going to be in the next couple of years. I think that's going to be it.
All right. So what do you think about the stock market being valued at $50 trillion, but there's only $2.5 trillion within circulation within the U.S. economy?
It'd be interesting to see who the other buyers are. I'd say that, a lot of folks think that the stock market is ultimately just invested by the folks that are U.S. citizens, and that's far from the truth. There's a lot more money that comes in globally. When you think about global economies, you have to think of the same thing when it comes to these exchanges, and also the folks that want to have access to a lot of these companies and have ownership and value from some of these companies. Just like, for example, you see Americans buying companies like Alibaba and Tencent and PDD and C. And the same rules apply for folks around the world that want to have access to Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Square. So, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does, sir. Also, I'll throw out on the sector thing. I think telecom's going to be interesting. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my advice. Do due diligence.
Like communications?
Yeah, I think communication, that space is going to be very, very interesting. Maybe not this year, but moving forward, obviously some top level players. But when you start thinking about where we're going, as far as independence, I'll just say, within like music, podcasts, different things. So I'm looking at Spotify and even content making. I look at Netflix. I think a lot of times Netflix gets viewed as a subscriber growth company. It's not as a content maker. So you got to get the same respect that you give YouTube. And obviously, Disney is a nice recovery story when theme parks opening up and what they're doing. But I would venture to say, don't get too hyped on the subscriber numbers until I start seeing new content, because they can't live off of legacy content only for so long.
That is correct. That is 100% correct.
Q, you like T-Mobile?
I do.
I like T-Mobile. I like T-Mobile. I wouldn't own I'm a Verizon guy myself for my personal cell phone service, but from a company standpoint, I like their management team. They're aggressive. They take chances in a space full of people who just want to collect your money for dividends. So I like them. I think they're innovative in their space. But I wouldn't use them as a service. I'm too pushy.
I think it depends upon where you're at, because if you're here on the West Coast and if you're here, especially in the Northwest, then you would love T-Mobile.
Yeah, Verizon was super trash in Seattle. I'm gonna just put that on the record.
Crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, T. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So another question came in. It's actually for both you and Mark. They would like both of you guys' commentary. What are you guys' thoughts on GDP growth going forward?
You want me to take it first, or do you got this?
You can go first. I'll back clean up.
Okay.
All right, pause that because I got to get off this call.
Yeah, they just be talking too much.
Yeah, 6% GDP.
They be doing a lot of rambling, but you heard where he was talking about what's coming up or where he would position at. Tech, of course, semis definitely, and then those industrials. So that's kind of how, basically
what we at,
what we was talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because it's gonna come back. And that was interesting that he said that. I said that too. I said history is always the best teacher. I always say that over and over again. And with this pullback, they're blaming it on the Treasury. He was like, you see the Treasury bond yield going up and down all the time anyway, but now is a time where they're saying this is what's causing the pressure in the market. So I thought that was kind of interesting that he said that. And that they'll make anything fit the story to what they want to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hold on, motherfucker just text me this logo.
So when you head into Atlanta?
Friday. I'm not going out nowhere though. I'm just going slide through, pop in, check on these parties, get my bread, and slide the fuck back out. So I'm not trying to I'm not gonna be standing on couches, smoking hookahs. Hey, Melinda hit me today, Keith, and she was like, I need you to do me a favor. I said, well, what's up? She said, the twins, which is her two daughters, said the twins are coming to Atlanta. I said, I can't do nothing for nobody.
Right.
I said, niggas is trying to get their money. I'm not interfering. I'm not calling nobody, talking about let my people in.
Right.
Nope. Don't ask me nothing. I said, now what I will tell you is this. I said, I would try to get them on the phone and tell them don't go to Atlanta because
because nobody wear masks out there, yo.
One is it's not wearing masks. Two, you're gonna have a bunch of random people from all over the world coming down there. Three, Atlanta right now is going through a serious crime phase right now. Niggas is just busting cars' windows out. Like they ain't even like they trying to steal nothing. They just busting your windows. And then you got other niggas who robbing people.
Right.
They're going through a serious crime phase right now.
Right.
On this breaking windows, robbing motherfuckers, and I mean, and they are targeting a lot of these out of state tags.
Right.
So
they gonna have a damn field day next week.
What? Yeah, trust me. When I tell you niggas is gonna get robbed next week, you gotta think. Why is he posting? Oh crap! Or Oakland? Oh, I'm about to say, nigga, you ain't part of Oak no more. You posting a video. When I tell you niggas is gonna get robbed next week, it's going down. Yo, Jokers is plotting on cats coming down there. And it won't be the NBA niggas because they on restriction. They can't do no partying, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the other people who are coming just to be in the city for
and around. Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, it's going down.
Thirsty people thinking they gonna run into somebody somewhere.
Oh, it's going down. Niggas is they're gonna get everything. They're gonna get everything they looking for.
Yeah. Don't see my black ass. I can tell you that right now.
All right, I gotta get on another call.
Oh, someone has a call. Why you got it all dark now? What's the deal?
All right, what's going on?
The lights went down. What you say?
I said, what you got going on? What kind of call you getting on?
It's some girlfriends a call. I'm trying to get them on board.
Oh, with the stock game?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you should have told them to get their ass on this call.
Oh.
All right. Well, go ahead and handle your other call.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead and deal with your other peoples.
I'm trying.
Remember,
listen, every time I go somewhere or go over somebody, something, whatever, you could best believe they be like, what you coming from your class? What you coming from your class? What you was looking at them? Yep.
Right. Yo, in a couple years, and they be like, yo, why you on that class all the time? Let me show you.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So I need to get me some coins together so I can put them in some either MU or TSM. I got to get into this. I think
that semis is what's going to pop.
Yeah.
Only because of what's coming up and what's ahead. I mean, you got to get into position so you can take advantage of the gain that's about to come. Yeah. If you know what's going to come, you know what to do.
Yeah.
See, get in the position.
Who's not looking at what's coming.
Yeah.
And I should have did this. They told you all the information.
Right.
You had the opportunity to do it. You didn't do it.
Right.
We're talking about, I should have did. I'm gonna do what I can with what I got.
Yep.
So
yeah.
I need to go figure out what I'm gonna cook tonight too. I ain't take nothing out. So I'll hit y'all up and we'll chop it up. We might hop on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Remember,
let me know what day.
Text me, goddamn! Somebody text me. You know I'm gonna be out of pocket. I have to look at my phone real quick.
I'll shoot you a text.
All right,
y'all.
All right, y'all.
Okay.